Hello and good afternoon. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. Drum roll, please. Dun dun dun. I bought a boat, and I'm going to be doing some little DIY projects on it. Figured I should record some content and take you guys along with me. So it is a Gregor. It's 15 feet long, and it came with a motor, trolling motor, fish finder, a couple batteries, life jackets. The trolling motor is a 55-pound thrust Minn Kota Edge with the foot pedal. I kind of already started yesterday, and then I realized, hey, maybe I should record some content. I ripped out this front deck. It had a latch, it had this bottom piece, but I just ripped it out. I haven't really done anything else. My plan is to rip out these benches. I'm going to take this out today, take out these benches, those benches, and clean it out, sand it, and I'm going to attempt painting the inside. Now, I've never done anything like this. This is my first boat, so it's going to be a fun little project. It is freaking cold. I mean, today's December 15th, and it's freezing, so it's kind of perfect timing for me to get the boat dialed and ready for the springtime. So we'll see how it goes. I'm super excited to get it going, and we'll see. And the big reason why I decided on this boat is because of this motor. It is an electric start Suzuki, 20 horsepower. He showed me receipts from when he bought it in 2024. So, I mean, this thing alone is worth the money that I paid. But we'll see how much work everything else is going to turn out to be. My big hang up right now is making holes in the hull, but this fish finder mount thingy is just going to get in the way, you know. So I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to figure out a way to patch these either with JB weld, maybe aluminum brazing rods, and do like a ghetto weld job. I don't know, but I want to get the boat dialed and get it out on the water. But before I do that, I'm going to do some projects on it. So yeah, almost noon. Let's see how it goes. It's rainy, and I'm back in the garage working on the boat. I haven't been recording much just because once I really get into the groove of things, I don't want to have to worry about the camera on my head. So far I've painted it, framed out the bottom floors, framed out the benches, wrapped them in carpets. I got recessed pedal here. I took it out because I was measuring out the inner frame. I'm gonna have a battery here, and yeah. So what do I have left to do? First of all, heal my carpal tunnel, which that's a different story from freaking cutting and drilling aluminum with the janky drill. It's a lesson that the right tools makes a huge difference. But either way, today I'm going to, also another lesson is these had self-adhesive on them, and I knew that. For some reason I was working too fast, and I lathered up the middle bench with carpet glue before, you know, sticking it on, which realizing I didn't need to do that, because the rest of these I didn't use any carpet glue, and the self-adhesive is good enough. It'll do. Anyways, what I'm gonna do today is build out the inner box. So I'm gonna make a from thinner plywood, a box that'll fit in the hatch, and then because I want to close off the sides to put foam in here, I put those brackets in there just testing stuff out. But I'm gonna put either angled aluminum on the sides, or I might just throw the box in there straight up. We'll see. That's kind of how it's going, you know. I'm doing a bad job recording videos, but I'm super happy how it's turning out. Oh, I also need to sand and paint this one more time because I only did the first couple coats and it's running in a lot of spots. And while I'm like measuring frames and putting in the floors, it gets scratched up. So I want to paint it one more time, coat it with the clear coat, and then finally rivet it in. So yeah. All right guys, so here's some updates. Upgraded the trailer with the new coupler. This one was like rusted to shit. Also the jack was rusted. I don't really like this wheel that much. The other wheel was better, it had treads. So we'll see. I mean, I'll leave that as is for now because it's brand new, but I might change that eventually. Also, new hitch, 2,000 pound weight rating, spare tire mount, and new leaf springs, new wheels, tires, and new hubs. All of this was pretty much rusted. I also was going to change these U-bolts, but the ones I bought didn't fit. Went to the store, bought other ones, they also didn't fit. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to leave them. But maybe next winter I'll replace that and new bunks. But as far as the trailer is concerned, it's ready to go now. I mean, it was ready to go. It's a solid trailer, but now I got these upgrades done. Next, I don't know, I haven't been recording videos all the time, but I'm working on the frame for the front deck. So these cross members right here, these supports, are going to fit under the lip of the bench and fit right into a channel on the side of the boat. So it's going to be reinforced by the actual hole, it's going to be reinforced by the actual bench, and it's going to be screwed into the plywood to give it more support. These are going to run alongside the trolling motor pedal box, and this is going to run along the front. And similar thing is that this is going to sit on ribs. These tips might sit on the rib, or I might wrap them in extra carpet to get them to sit on the rib, just to give it more support. What's going on here? Oops. So this I'm not done yet. I'm going to put one more similar board on that side so that the hatch has something to sit on. Plus, you can see there's a board there. Oops. A board there. It'll give this whole bench more support. Again, reinforcing the casting deck, because I'm going to be up here fishing. I don't want any play. I don't want any wiggle room. The floor is basically done. I'm going to buy aluminum on Monday or Tuesday and cut it out. Hopefully I don't screw it up. It was kind of hard to measure the curve. So if you see here, there's like a little gap. I'm just going to have to plan for that. I'm going to basically draw on the aluminum up to here or so. And then I'm going to draw a straight line from there, maybe to here. We'll see, because I want it to go flush against the wall. So I'm going to cut that aluminum. For the insides of the benches, I am building hatch boxes. So my plan was to make them out of plywood and wrap them in carpet, which I got the sides, I got everything curing. Where's the other one? Yep, it's there. Which I made the one for the back, but when I put the battery in, it was like straight flush with the top, like way too close. Even this is pushing it, right? But I have a little bit of room, so that's a good thing for multiple reasons. I was going to use this, it's an old street sign, for the back and just leave it there to put gas tanks on, but instead I'm going to use it as the bottom here for multiple reasons, because it's skinnier than the deck that I cut, or the box that I cut, so I could fit the cables under here really nice. And with the battery in here, I still have plenty of space to the bench, so I could put a little tray under here, which I plan on doing, a small little battery tray, and the hatch top will fit no problem. So since I used the street sign for this back box, for the gas tanks, I'm going to use, bear with me, some plywood, which I coated in polyurethane. Actually different polyurethane. I found this that I finished some old chairs with in the past, which I wonder, I maybe should have used this on the benches in the deck, because last night I was just pouring it on, and then I rolled it out. I'm letting it cure though. So I cut those out for these back sides. 1, 2. I might put something under, I don't know, but just to have it look nice and not have the gas tanks straight up on the floor, I'm gonna put them like that. So yeah guys, it's coming along. I gotta finish the boxes, finish the frame. Also, I'm gonna paint and clear coat the inside. It's gonna be like this. So frame underneath, they're all resting on the actual boat. Well, not on this side because all my weight was here, but once I bolted into the bench on that side, bolted into the bench here, those tips are going to be resting on the actual hull. Also, for more stability, if you can tell, oops, these sides are going to be jammed up in here. So I just did some like ghetto holds just so it wouldn't fall apart. But those sides are going to be jammed up against the hole and then bolted in along with the plywood. I might have to make new holes. We'll figure it out. But also this thing's going to be screwed in, which I think I should make it more flush so that way I could bolt these two together, and it's going to be supported by the bench and all of these supports. Oh, anyways, I hope you guys get the point. This is not professional. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've tried different layouts, and this seems like it's the most sturdy with using the least amount of wood. Alright guys, so after battling with the blades, with the tools, with the aluminum, it's in here, it's sturdy. I walked on it. I messed up royally, as you can tell. Kind of embarrassing, but it'll work. You know, this side I cut too much, that side had too little, or whatever, you get what I'm saying. I had too much, I took off not enough, and it was scraping. I had it flipped this way, and that's why it scraped here. I ended up taking the angle grinder, which, again, this is probably not preferred. It's probably not the safest method, but I used that to shave off a little bit off the edges there. So now I got the big piece. All right, so the camera stopped recording for some reason. I don't know, something's happening with the battery or the memory card, but I cut it. It ain't perfect, but I walked on it. It's sturdy, and yeah, I mean, I have a big gap up there, which is probably good to install it. The big gap up there is not good. I definitely screwed up a little bit, but it'll do. Once I get everything riveted in, it's gonna fit good, or it'll fit good enough, I should say. So yeah, cut the aluminum, got the floors done. That's the most that was the biggest part of this project, in my opinion. That was the most intimidating for me, because I've never worked with aluminum, plywood, and paint and stuff. I mean, I've done different things with, but aluminum, it was a learning process. But I got it cut, I got it fit, and we're gonna see how it goes. So now I got to sand, paint, clear coat, bolt everything in, rivet things in, and go fishing. So yeah, stay tuned. Also, the garage is toe up. Like, I got I got aluminum flakes flaking off of me. So I need to clean this shit before the wind does damage. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna sand and paint again because I got scratches, I got runny paint, so I'm gonna clean it out one more time right now. It's got dust and dirt and scratches everywhere, so I'm gonna do one more sand and paint and clear coat. So let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so all my GoPro batteries were dead, so I didn't record myself sanding it, but I sanded out, not perfect, but a lot of the areas where it was running, as you can see right here. And then I vacuumed it and wiped it, and we'll see. I don't know. I sanded it, but hopefully it doesn't still run there. As you can tell, all these spots were clumped up. It's still back there. It's kind of bad, but I'm gonna hit it with another coat. So I sanded it, air dried it, vacuumed it. I was doing it out here, but this is straight up in the sun. I don't want to paint in the sun because it's gonna dry too fast and it might not adhere correctly. So which one did I already start? Oh, definitely this one. Alright, you guys, just getting impatient, so I'm not recording every time I'm coating it, but I've probably done 4 or 5 coats, and I'm not waiting a full hour. Did more research online, and it says you can do it between 15 minutes to an hour for these coats. And it's getting dark, so I busted out the headlamp, but it's actually looking better than I thought. I didn't think I sanded it good enough, but I'm not mad at it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep going, maybe 1 or 2 more coats, and I'm just gonna finish up for the day. All right, y'all, we're recording. So believe it or not, I'm already bolting shit in. So I got foam. It's not glued in or anything, just loosely in here to help with sound and whatever else they say. I don't know. Who knows if I should have put this. I put it under there. As you can see, it's ghetto. I don't love it. I did buy countersunk rivets, which I overpaid for them on what do you call it, Tiny Boat Nation website, and I don't like them. They're a little bit short. My 1/4-inch rivets were much thicker, so I was using them. So I hope the floor goes on okay. I'll see. We'll figure it out. But I just wanted to show you guys real quick what these sides look like, because they're going to be underneath the screwed in piece, and then this is going to be on a hinge in the middle, and there's going to be a support bar supporting. So let's screw this in, and I think I'm going to call it. I'm tired, man. The floor took me out. I was really frustrated there for a bit. All right, y'all. Now, it ain't perfect, but it's honest work. It's my work. It's solid. It's gonna be sturdy, but it's definitely not perfect. It was a learning experience, to say the least. It's my first time doing it. It's coming together though. Finally got the floors in. I got foam under there. I got foam in the sides. Got foam on top. Now I just gotta put the hinges, screw in the front decking, and these hinges, plus these supports. And then I'm ready to rock. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not sure the last time I recorded was, but believe it or not, I'm going fishing tomorrow on my boat. Today is January 17th, I think. Hang on. January 18th. Tomorrow's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so offices are closed. Decided I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna have a battery back here. I'm gonna have tackle and whatnot up here. Maybe some extra tools. I got trolling motor battery being charged right now. This is gonna be the fish finder battery. Charging it next. Navigation lights and stuff for when I launch before light. What can I say? I mean, not much to go over that I haven't already went over. I upgraded some parts on the trailer, and right now I'm gonna put on the registration stickers so it's official. Is it perfect? Probably not, but it'll do. Half an inch off. I hope not. But hey, we're legit. We're locked in. All right, y'all. The motor is on. I didn't put the transom saver on yet, but I'm going to before I leave. So the transom saver is gonna go, I'm gonna lift the motor up, and it's gonna take the weight of the motor onto the trailer, not the transom. So it's just to help the life of the transom, even though this is a new aluminum transom and it can definitely handle this motor. It can handle up to 30 horsepower is what I was told by the guy that fabricated it, but I still want to take care of it, so I'm going to use the transom saver. And here we have the fuel station. That's my main gas tank. It's 3 gallons. This one says approximately 2. I'm bringing backup fuel. The lake I'm going to tomorrow is not a big lake, but it's good to have just in case I want to get into the habit of being dialed, if you will. In here I have my motor battery plus ropes to tie off on the docks, first aid kit, extra clips and clamps. I have my life jackets, more rope, WD-40, some tape, basically some storage. In here I have baits, plastics, that type of stuff. Down there I got a Harbor Freight toolbox, an emergency oar that's telescoping. That little clamp that you see right there, it's actually, let's pull it out. It's actually a navigation light for if I launch in the dark or stay fishing until the dark. I have something similar that's red and green that clamps onto the front. And then up here, ow, hit my head on the garage opener. Anyway, up here we have fish finder, trolling motor. I am charging the battery, so the main trolling motor battery is going to go there. Fish finder battery is going to go in here, and we gonna fish.